Yo, what's good? So today in this episode, I'm gonna show you the most important skills that a service business owner needs to be able to scale. So as I have mentioned before in another video or multiple videos, doing a service-based business on the surface, it might look easy, but in reality, it's actually harder in many ways than doing a product-based business. So this is one of the reasons why I recommend, if you're getting into business, maybe you're new, you're a complete beginner, look at the product-based businesses first, like drop shipping, very popular with like young teenage dudes, and they actually see a lot of success with that fairly quickly in some cases. That's because with a service-based business, for example, let's say you're gonna go out there and do something like pouring concrete. That's not easy, and it's not a skillless job. You actually need to know something about how concrete is poured and the whole process behind it. Otherwise, you're gonna make a mess of things and potentially kill yourself. Not to mention kill the customers as well, because you don't know what you're doing. So if you go out there to pour concrete wrong, it could end really badly. Or if you go out there and you try to do plumbing, you could really ruin people's homes if you don't know what you're doing. So with the service-based business, you actually need to have had a lot of experience in the trenches doing whatever service you're gonna be doing. Um, so that's just how it is. Like if you're gonna be an accountant, do an accounting service business, it really helps if you actually have years of accounting experience, probably either just working in some company as an accountant, right? Um, or apprenticing under somebody else that does accounting, not to mention the academic background. So a service-based business, on the surface it looks easy, but the reality is that not everybody can do a service-based business in a particular field. You actually need to really know what you're doing. Now with drop shipping, the reality is there isn't too much to learn. Like how much is there to learn about simple necklaces and wristwatches that you can drop ship from AliExpress? You know, like anybody can just jump in, do some research, click some buttons, and you're off to the races. So a service-based business, don't take this lightly. It actually requires a lot of skill, and you gotta be a real pro to actually be able to make it work. So here are some of the skills you're gonna need to now take it to the next level, where now you can scale it real big. It takes a real pro to be able to do this. So the first skill and the most important skill, guys, this is crucial. If you don't do this, you're toast. That's lead generation. A service-based business lives and dies based on leads. Leads. If I can bring 50 leads into your service-based business today, your service business will start to take off. Okay, but if your service-based business goes 3 months without a single lead, chances are it's dead in the water. Okay, so lead generation, you really need to train yourself, find out all the ways of generating leads and dominate them. So that's skill number one. Skill number two is you need sales. Sales is an important skill because now that you're getting leads, leads don't convert themselves into customers. They are just leads. So you need to be able to work the leads. You need to be able to get the leads excited about the product or the service. And then you need to be able to close the leads into customers. So that's step number two. And skill number two is you need to be good at sales. If you got these two skills, your service-based business really can start growing and scaling and doing really well. But there's two more skills that are gonna make scaling so much easier and so much better. So the third skill is gonna be personal brand, growing a personal brand. You can grow a service-based business purely off of things like cold calling. You've seen me talk about cold calling in my videos, or doing things like cold email or handing out flyers in the neighborhood and things like that. Those strategies work. But if you are looking to scale to the next level, this is where personal brand can really, really help you. So you need to learn that skill as well. Now let's look at the final skill that you need to really be able to blow things up with your service-based business, and that's gonna be leading people. Because a service-based business grows with people. It's different from running a business like Amazon, where you are selling e-commerce products. If you get a lot more customers, all you gotta do is you just gotta pick up more boxes and ship out more boxes because you're selling a product. Now, when you're selling a service, for each 5 or 10 new customers you get that come on, say, on a recurring monthly basis, that means typically now you need to add at least one other new member of staff that's gonna fulfill the service for those customers. Think of it like a car wash. If you start getting an extra 10 customers every week into your car wash, uh, it's quite possible that your current staffing level cannot accommodate that. So, like now that you got these guys coming in every week, you need one additional person to be able to take on that extra load. And this is just so typical. Otherwise, your service level is gonna degrade. So, to be able to work well with all these people that are gonna help you grow your service-based business, you need real leadership skills. Leadership is underrated, but in some quarters, it's also overrated. Like, don't just talk about leadership and actually never do leadership. You want real practical leadership. How do we get a team working together with good teamwork? How do we get people cooperating, people supporting each other's efforts to be more successful for the customer, people sticking to good service delivery levels? You know, these are the things that are really critical and that are gonna be vital in terms of you leading your team and in terms of you actually making your service-based business a lot more successful. And there you have